What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 1152 of FloWrestling Radio, live from Austin, Texas, presented by Nike Wrestling. Head to athleteps.com right now. Actually, not right now. Actually, open up another tab and go to athleteps.com.
Yeah.
But not right now.
Two-screen experience.
Yeah. So excited for today's show. To my right, James Dean Rader. To the left, Andrew Spencer Spay. And to the left, everyone's favorite side piece, John Kozak. John, how you doing?
Doing great.
Ready to talk some international wrestling?
I'm very ready.
That was your start, as we talked about on the last show.
Mm-hmm.
You were just in the chat, and Ben would yell at you. He would fire you.
Yep.
Eventually would hire you, and then the rest is history. And you fired Ben.
I didn't do that. I know. I didn't fire Ben.
No, Ben is unfireable.
I don't want that out there.
Lifetime contract, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to get into all quarter century, 285. It's the last one. I think we should just start over. Go back to 125. Let's do it again. Maybe Spencer doesn't win this time. Who knows?
All decade? All 10?
All decade, yeah. We need to figure out what we're going to do next summer that's like this, but not this. So be thinking about that. And also, we're open to your ideas, too, because this was a great 10 weeks of awesome content, if I do say so myself. We'll talk about 57 kilograms. We're going to begin our kind of weight by weight previews for the World Championships. We got a lot of questions. Thank you. Thank you so much. And who knows what other topics. So, JD, where to first, sir?
Let's close out this all quarter century team. Heavyweight. The results are in. Do you want to tell them who won?
I do want to also mention that normally on Monday's show, we would talk about the nominees, and we didn't do that. So
It was a jam-packed show.
it was totally jam-packed. But
There's only
the
one.
final
Jam-
four
E.
in chronological order were Steve Mocco, Nick Wisdowski, Kyle Snyder, and Gable Steveson. So I think immediately you kind of thought that it would come down to Kyle or Gable just based on their accolades, just their level of excellence, their international excellence.
Yeah, whether you factor in international or not, they're two Olympic champs while they were both in college.
Yes.
Which is, you're going to have to think of it at the very least.
And the thing for Gable, he lost his last match. That is a weird aspect of all this. But what I factored in, which I think people probably forgot, is that Kyle Snyder also had a loss his senior year to Adam Kuhn.
That's correct.
And, so they both had to blemish their senior year. Gable had, 25% more total victories, was a little bit more dominant. I would say that generally, I don't know if I think I would say that Kyle beating Nick Wisdowski is among the better wins that could be had. Just the guy was unreal, two-time champ. He had his own way with Adam Kuhn. Really, Gwiz was, potentially a snub, but really the biggest snub in my mind was Cole Conrad not getting in the Final Four. I think that was a mistake to not have him in there. His dominance over Mocco, not dominance, but beating Mocco, having the upper hand over Steve that final year. And then after Steve graduated, Cole killed everyone. He had a dominant win in the finals. He was really good. I think he's just kind of lost in the shuffle. The mystique of Mocco. Mocco did win a Hodge, but Cole Conrad was out of this world good. And at the end had the upper hand over Steve Mocco.
He was the start of heavyweight U at Minnesota, no?
Yeah, well, I mean, really, Brock Lesnar. They had guys before that.
Brock was before. Yeah, a little bit. Okay. Yeah.
I think Wyatt Hendrickson a little disrespected. As many pins probably as anybody in here for the first couple of years, dominated everybody who wasn't in the top, 3 guys on the podium. Then this past year, runs the table, wins the Hodge, and beat Gable. So you want to talk about kind of peak of their powers.
Wyatt's peak was great. When I'm looking at the all quarter century team and who is the heavyweight for the last 25 years, DNPing twice is just going to take you out. When you're got guys like Cole Conrad right outside that top 5.
I agree, but it depends on how you want to form your team. If you want to talk about kind of peak of your powers,
and I'm kind of height of powers guy.
You've been height of your powers guy. That's why I'm surprised you didn't. Why disrespected.
Well, here's my thing. not height of Gable powers. Fair or not, right?
It doesn't matter. 80% Gable.
I'm
is better than
I'm not diminishing the
how many
win.
other
I'm just
people.
saying.
And I agree, it wasn't best version of Gable. This is Gable rolling out of bed and going, all right, I'm going to walk through a
He
national
still
tournament.
almost did it.
I agree. That's why I'm saying, like, I think still an 80% Gable at his powers is probably worthy of being in the top 4.
I think
Yeah.
the dominance
Here.
factor for Gable was what it was. He won a Hodge. He, frankly destroyed Mason Paris, who then won a Hodge.
Yeah.
Like, how many dominant wins over Hodge Trophy winners do people have? I mean, that's a rare thing. And Gable made it look like it was no big deal.
Yeah, no, he did. And I think, what it also made loom in people's mind, I think people cannot envision Kyle beating Gable. Like, I used to have a hard time seeing that. I'm not saying it couldn't happen, but I think I think the voters' minds, that looms large as well. That was something that's how I looked at it a lot of the time too. Like, who would win these matches? And that's why I think Cole should be on there, because we know he would beat Steve Mako at his best. I just believe that Gable would beat Kyle, but
Yeah, Kyle was the ultimate heavyweight tweener, 197 and heavyweight. There's the international 97 is 215. Yeah, so that's where he's at his best, and he proved that you can just move up and be that good at wrestling, and that to me was the best or the biggest factor in pushing Kyle up was that pure wrestler. He's proven that you can just whatever weight you need to go, you can still win.
Yeah, for sure. And I think we've seen a lot of heavyweights around Kyle's size have success. Now, not to the level that Kyle has, because basically no one has.
Oh, looking up highlights, making videos for these guys. I saw Mike McMullen. That guy could move.
Oh yeah,
Him at his best, one of the best to never win.
for sure. 3-3-2-3 or something like that.
Yeah, all 4 in the top 3.
Yeah, super good. So yeah, it's a fun one to finish on. I think Gable did win the fan vote. Do we want to get to the big reveal? Who won? All right, this is straight to my Slack from Andy Hamilton. In 4th place, Nick Wisdowski. 3rd place, Steve Mako. 2nd place, Kyle Snyder, and the all-quarter century 285-pounder Gable Dan Steveson. Officially the winner, putting a bow on this great series. And we have, wonder if we could quickly rattle off all 10. So our entire quarter century team: Spencer Lee, Logan Stieber, Yianni Diakomahalis, Zane Rutherford, Jason Nolf, Kyle Dake, Carter Starachi, Ed Ruth, Cale Sanderson, Gable Steveson.
That's a good squad.
That dog will hunt.
I would bet on those guys to win the duel.
Yeah, that'd be a good bet, Andrew.
The whole farm would be on those guys.
Yeah,
100% of it. Mortgage it.
good crew. So yeah, very fun stuff. Kozak, I see you're hard at work at something, but what is it? Are people saying things? Are you in the chat?
No, I was trying to turn your sound off on your computer. That was what I was hard at work.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was just hooked up to the wrong thing. But
Oh yeah.
no, just pulling up different things. I thought it was interesting how I've been doing the tiers, the All-American tiers every week for weights, and this might be the weight that the first place was the most out in front, Minnesota with 17 compared to the closest, next closest with 13, I think was Iowa. Then that's All-Americans since 2001 at the weight.
So 17 out of 25 years they had someone on the podium.
It's pretty.
Of course, they had.
It's pretty good.
Gable was and really that doesn't count 2020 Gable, where he would have, and then so they had Tony Nelson won twice, Gable won I guess twice technically. Brock was a champion as well, Cole Conrad. So they really have had some excellent ones.
Now, that's what I call heavyweight you.
And then they had some other guys that were good that I'm trying to think who some of their podium guys were that didn't. Names that are escaping me now. But anyway, yeah.
Can I say something that might make Spay angry?
Yeah, you please.
Always.
Yeah, like that's a change of normality. Well,
And
Bring it.
you kind of alluded to it, but I think the mystique of Mako kind of overhypes him a little bit. Like if you kind of go back and look, obviously he was great. He, one of the best
obviously,
athletes.
4-time finalist.
Yeah, but like he lost his senior year, and like I don't know. Like when I think about like Gwiz was also a 2-time champ. Like I don't know. I feel like the mystique of Mako.
I think, yeah, no, I mean, I guess that's fair. What I would say is like the mystique was there because he was so good for so long. I mean, when he was an 8th grader, he was beating a 2-time county place winner in high school.
Yes. And that's where it started for
And
Steve.
that's, yeah. And, he had so many people in New Jersey helping him get better, great practice partners on 2 non-consecutive occasions. But he was still like that guy and a 4-time finalist. Yeah, like he did have that loss, but I wouldn't put that. I don't think that to me tarnishes. And then you look at what he did afterwards. He was still a beast. Made the Olympics, top 10 at the Olympics. I think he placed like 7th or whatever. Like it's not like it was he fluked into
for sure
4 final appearances in college. But hey,
it's just like the name Mako.
and I think it's fair if people want to say like, okay, look, he only won 2, and there's lots of heavyweights that have won 2, and you want to not fall into the hey, Mako kicked a guy in the butt. He was the most fearsome guy. He was such a well-known name, and you want to say like, all right, I want to give these other guys their due, and then you kind of pull him down a little bit. Totally fair, totally wrong in my opinion, but that's fair.
There's a lot of people that are riding hard for Kyle Snyder, both in our Instagram comments when we posted the Gable Stevenson highlight, and then also currently in the YouTube chat. People are asking, how does Gable even beat Kyle Snyder?
Well, he takes him down multiple. I mean,
Yeah, look at the
reattack,
highlights
I mean,
that you made, John.
it's not hard to envision.
That is surprising to me because I actually figured it would be the other way because I think how Kyle has wrestled the past handful of years is quite a bit different, I feel like, than what he wrestled like in college, where he was quite a bit more offensive. And so I feel like people sometimes kind of forget what he was like at Ohio State.
And Kyle sort of out-slicked, out-maneuvered, out-athleted a lot of the heavyweights. That's not happening with Gable, in my opinion. And he's bigger. So, like, the speed, power, the lateral movement that Gable has, I just think that would pose
What about
problems.
Freshman, sophomore year Gable?
I mean, sophomore Gable was really good. That was the year that got canceled. But he was undefeated. He won the Hodge that year. Freshman Coach.
He won 50% of the Hodge.
He won outright. But I would say, I mean, freshman Gable was awesome.
I know.
He just had these,
Derek White.
he had these, I mean, he's massacred Derek White, who was in the final. He really kind of, Gable was Gable. He got way better, but he was awesome that freshman year. Just Anthony Cassar just somehow figured it out.
He rode him.
One time he rode him. The other time he took him, like, they're very different matches.
So you still think freshman year Gable beats senior year Kyle?
I think he could. I think it's competitive.
Well, yeah, of course.
Well, not of course. I mean, maybe not. I mean, if you think that freshman year Gable is competitive with best form Kyle Snyder, then you can't possibly think that Gable would.
Best form Gable.
Gable's was easily my pick too.
Yeah, but I'm just saying if you
think Baby Gable is competitive and can win against Pete Kyle, then Pete Gable is not a real question.
Yes, not at all.
Kyle.
I mean, size would matter in this, in my opinion.
Yeah. I think.
Well, that's what made me think of it because there's a big difference between Baby Gable and final version.
This is a classic. I'm 260, bro.
Well, it's funny because people are saying, "Oh, Kyle accomplished so much more." Like the case for Kyle, but
He accomplished so much more.
that's what people are saying in the comments, which it's not true. But the case for Kyle, it's like also
the comment section.
it's a folk style match, which doesn't mean anything because both of these guys wrestled like it was a freestyle match. They just wrestled takedowns.
No turns.
And so are you really saying that Kyle is going to go up to heavyweight and win the Olympics? Like that's basically what we're also saying here, that Kyle Snyder will go up and he could just go up and win.
He has trained with Taha and Geno before.
Yeah, we've tossed that idea out.
I mean, I've tossed that idea out. Now that's a very different Kyle Snyder. That's when Kyle Snyder, when he came back, no medal.
But he didn't medal at the Olympics last year.
Yeah, but that is like not really germane. I only talked about him going up once he stopped medaling and once it seemed a little bit like the field was pulling away from him a little bit.
And with Brooks coming up.
But that 2015, 16, 17 run was unbelievable, and he did win 3 consecutive world and Olympic titles, which Gable has not done. He went once, but they both won the Olympics in college, right? And that's more what we're talking about than I think anything. But so I wouldn't say that he accomplished more. I mean, Gable won a Hodge, Kyle never did. Kyle maybe would have won his senior year, but he lost to Adam Kuhn, and even then, he didn't wrestle that many matches either.
Yeah, he was on the freestyle plan like pretty early. It was like, I think I remember an interview when it was like, oh, how do you deal with focusing on folk style and then having to transition to freestyle? And he goes, I've never focused on folk style. Just like straight up, like I'm just doing this, but
I just do takedowns.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's my opinion. I think it would be. I guess technically Kyle did accomplish more in college.
He had a world title
because
as well.
Well, he just continued. He just tried to make teams. Gable tried to make a team in 18 and 19, or no, maybe just one of those years because he lost to Gwiz in Final X, and then no 2020, and then 21. He so yeah, it was.
And then he won the U.S. Open.
Yeah, then he made Final X and East. Maybe I totally get people if they're saying like, hey, I'm dinging Stevenson because he didn't give us more matches, didn't like keep trying to make teams, and you're a little bit maybe, I don't know, bitter or disappointed that he didn't provide that much, as much entertainment as he could for us. But it's his choices.
And also, it's college,
right?
I mean, I bring in freestyle some, but yeah.
Yeah, no, that and 100% that. I'm just thinking, in the mind of a commenter on YouTube.
All right, so that was our all-quarter century team, our all-quarter century summer. It was a fun summer. Let's move on. Sidakov won his wrestle-off, so he'll be going to the World Championships.
Worlds, baby.
He looked pretty good. I feel like, maybe it's been theorized a little bit. Is he slowing down a little bit? He lost to Valiev with, kind of got injured there. Valiev's the clear number 1 right now. But for me, I was really impressed with him. His efficiency and his attacks, like he scores pretty much every time he attacks. He's really smart. He's savvy. Figures out what you're doing.
Best underhook throw by in the game.
I mean, that guy just let him hang out in that one. It was like, he's gonna. Oh, there he goes. Too late.
That was Ganeshov scoring first.
Yeah.
And then Sidakov.
Not that specific time, but then in the second period, it was all like Sidakov controlling the ties, and it's like, all right, time for 3 scores for me.
Yep.
Yeah, he looks really good, and I think not that I'm surprised he won. I just thought his movement was good. His pace was awesome. Like he wrestled really hard the whole time. Ganeshov was not able to really hold up for the full 6 minutes, so it's not like, if you're thinking, oh, maybe he's gonna be a little tired, fatigued from being off the mat for a while. That didn't seem to be the case. To me, he's the pick to win Worlds in Croatia this September. And I know Valiev's there. I know we got a really good guy there with Carr, but until he goes to one of these tournaments and doesn't bring home gold, he's gonna be my pick.
Yeah. Look, I don't know. He didn't score any parterre points on Ganeshov. I'm just like nitpicking, trying to find.
It's not really his thing, though.
Exactly, but
yeah.
It's like, where do you beat a guy? And it's just when he's that good, in neutral on his offense, you have to stop him and you have to be able to get takedowns. It's going to be a takedown battle, like if you beat him. And yeah, it's going to be it's going to come down to that underhook. If he's in there, and you just got to be thinking like, immediately like get out of it, because otherwise there goes a throw by, or then he goes outside step or whatever he does. It's tough to stop.
Is he gonna be so throughout Satiev? If we were doing a quarter century freestyle team, is he 74 kilo?
Probably, because I mean Sargouche sort of had a claim, but he never won the Olympics, and
I feel like Burroughs beat Sargouche at peak Sargouche.
He did, yeah. And Burroughs beat him twice, and you have the common opponent with Sidakov. Yeah, I think he probably would be. I don't think they have anyone else really.
You're talking just Russia or everybody?
Russia.
No, I was talking everybody, like including Jordan.
Oh well, I would not be able to not pick.
Well,
Jordan,
I would pick Jordan.
Yeah,
Even though he lost to Sidakov twice.
not in his peak.
Absolutely.
Sidakov was just a baby when Jordan was at his peak.
Yeah, I would say, but he was a good baby.
He was a
Day of weigh-ins.
very
Day of
good
weigh-ins.
baby.
This is day of weigh-ins.
Yeah. Well,
Whatever the way, whatever the rules.
I pick. No, I would say Jordan Burroughs was without a doubt the best wrestler on the planet. There wasn't even a discussion about it for several years.
He went like besides the Marable.
Yeah, because Sidakov was a baby boy, like you said.
No, but
like 100-0 against the very best
Let me
competition.
finish my point. Sidakov never reached that height. Sidakov was never like the pound for pound number one. He was never considered that. No one ever said there's no one better in the world than Zauerbek Sidakov. He was one of the guys that was good. Had a lot of close matches. Had some. They love him in Russia.
He was also robbed of a couple years in his peak due to sanctions.
No, for sure. But I just think he was still wrestling.
He's ran the table since 2018 was his first Worlds.
Yeah.
Ran the table.
It's Comrade Raider.
But vice versa, like you're just.
I know Jordan ran the table from 11.
And there were actually tournaments those years too. Like he's kind of getting credit for tournaments that he wasn't able to compete in, and is just sort of like assumed he would win. But I don't know. I don't know if he wins that 74 bracket last year.
Sure.
But yeah, I think no. Jordan Burroughs would be is the best 74 kilograms of the last 25 years. You wouldn't be able to convince me. I mean, he barely was beating him in 18 and 19, and that was not.
Yeah, those wins are not like, all right, like case closed. Next topic.
Yeah.
Burroughs, Comrade Raider. Thank you.
Yeah.
Devil's advocate from Russia.
Okay. Keep it moving.
Well, it is worth, if you could bring Greg back in the rankings that I got up. It is worth talking about the 74 bracket just for a second, because Sidakov's going to be unseated now.
Mm-hmm.
Takahashi's going to be unseated. David Carr is going to be unseated. So there's a world where Valiev, Sidakov, Takahashi, Carr are all same side of the bracket.
It could be the world we live in.
It's not fun.
No, that's not fun. We need that to not be a reality, or we need to hit Sidakov first.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's an even distribution. Really, only Valiev and Salkazanov are opposite, right?
Mm-hmm.
So obviously you would prefer to be on Salkazanov's side. That's a win Carr has had. But we're gonna go into this. The reality is Carr is I won't say draw dependent, something a little less strong than draw dependent, but
it will affect
him. He's
the odds for sure.
Yeah. He's the right draw will help him, and he could make the finals, and the wrong draw could be DMP.
Mm-hmm.
And until he establishes he's, one of the top two guys in the world, that's going to be the reality for any wrestler, and especially when the bracket's breaking down the way it is. So I like Carr. I think he's the third best guy here, but third best guys can DMP sometimes.
Yeah. I wish you wouldn't, or not you, like just in general, like me as well, don't have to like preface everything with, okay, everybody prepare yourselves for a Carr DMP. But I also hate when like Carr could have a couple, a good tournament, prepare right, like everything is going well, and then you just hit some great guys. Salkazanov, I think most people in the minds of a lot of American fans are going to be like, all right, well, we got Salkazanov, that's a win. That is a tough match. That's a dude. He won Euros a bunch of times. Like, that's not a guaranteed win. That's not something that you just go like, all right, he's on the right side of the bracket, therefore he's to the finals for a match with Sidakov. And at the same time, I hate the fact that I have to say that. I want to be on Team Carr, like, let's go. He's going to win. It's just tough.
Big weight for USA too. As we're trying to win the Worlds. Japan's there. They got a guy just beat David. He's good.
Right. You gotta respect a guy like Takahashi. Like you can't. All right. Well, it's Japan or whatever.
Yeah.
Some people want to dismiss Japan. Not anyone in this room.
Yeah. I pulled those up. You could pull those in, Greg. Updated team rankings. U.S. back in third place, kind of widening the gap a little bit there, Christian, over Japan. How you feel about that?
Widening the gap.
Widening the gap. The gap's wide. What was it before? Why are we up more now?
Heavyweight. A bunch of guys, not a bunch, but a couple guys that were ahead of Wyatt haven't wrestled since the Olympics. I don't think are going to wrestle at Worlds, so took them out. So, Russia's way ahead.
Well, just don't. I would say get used to it. It's going to get wider, I think, by the time September rolls around. We'll see. Hopefully Japan goes and there's not some regional tournament that's taking precedent over the Earth tournament.
Yeah.
And conveniently. Yeah, this one's more important.
They have regions.
The regions is more important than Worlds.
District competitions are very prestigious.
They are.
I mean, here in America, we literally care more about the NCAA championships than the World Championship.
Oh, you mean the number one championship for students?
Yes.
Well, no, but we don't. No, that's not the same thing. We're not sending our best in the country are not going to NCAAs in lieu of Olympics and Worlds.
Would you rather make all conference or all state? Personally, I'd rather be a two-time county place winner, but that's just me.
I'd rather be Andrew Spey. Whatever you were, Andrew, is what I want to be.
I'd rather be an Afton quadrangular winner.
That's the most prestigious title of them all.
Do you think Carr matches up better with Valiev, John?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question.
I do, because I think Valiev, it doesn't have the point scoring ability that Sidakov does. He could really frustrate. I feel like 2 matches is what Carr would need to probably figure out Valiev. But I think the matches can be within range enough that...
That's how you beat Valiev. You make him flee the last 15 seconds.
Make him run away like a coward by staying in the middle and continuing to wrestle. And then you'll just take the win away from him. No, I think Carr's just he's got the X factor of just unreal speed, timing, attacks to both sides. He's got a little more pop than I think people give him credit for too. Like kind of a run you over kind of factor. He's not just.
Remember when he did that to Keegan?
Yes, I do.
Or Mitchell. Sorry, Mitchell.
Yeah, the first double leg in that one. So yeah, he's a really smart wrestler. Valiev is going to be on his radar. It's not going to be like, oh wow, I've got this guy from Albania. No, he's really good. Everyone knows. So I like that matchup more. I think the savviness of Sidakov is scary, but I think they're both uphill for David.
Yeah, I'd like to see David. If he could just go on a run, just being from neutral and on his offense. But he's got some good parts here. He's got a great leg lace, so
he can do it.
Yeah.
We'll preview 74 kilograms a little more in a couple shows, but so we are gonna start doing one kind of deep dive into a men's freestyle weight once per show. Mm-hmm. The next 10 shows, starting off with 57 kilograms today.
All right.
But honestly, I don't even know why we're talking about it, because it's Spencer Lee next topic.
I really hope and pray and believe that is the case. Kozak's going to kind of drive here. He's going to give his favorites, the contenders, the dark horses, and any other details. He might have some match clips to run through as well. But yeah, we're going to try to get you guys up to speed on all 10 world's weights before we leave for Croatia. So that means we got to start it today, because folks, it's coming up really soon. Very exciting. Worlds is almost here. So John, why don't you take it away?
Yeah. So I do have some match clips. It's going to take me a little bit, because I'm not as experienced as Tyler in the NDI realm, but we're gonna get it rolling. But yeah, you kind of already said it, JD. Spencer Lee, he's the clear favorite, and he might be maybe not the biggest favorite of any weight, but he certainly is America's greatest hope for gold at any weight. So
Who would you say?
I think he is the
I
biggest
think he
lock
probably
for
is.
gold any weight.
yeah, I mean Zare at heavyweight
Yeah,
might be bigger.
I don't know. I still feel like the gap might be wider with Spencer.
I feel like Wyatt just
Usmanov at 7.
I mean, he beat Gable. I watched him. beat
He's on a
Gable.
heater, bro. Like until he loses, yeah. And just Iran they just find ways to lose. They're better in so many matches. They find ways to lose. They got to be way better, but that could be the case
Yeah.
with Zare.
You could,
He's done it before.
He's done it before.
Ground himself.
A couple times he's done it.
yeah, you could say Usmanov at 79 because he's already beaten everybody in the field. Hasn't lost to anybody, I don't think, in that field, and really ran through Nakoti.
You could say the same thing about Spencer.
And then also,
Hasn't lost anybody in the field.
but Spencer hasn't done it yet at Worlds. Usmanov has done it already, and then Tasman at 97.
Yeah, but Sadie cakes
I know, yeah,
if he can get in.
yep.
And Snyder.
But he kind of already
And Snyder.
killed him. So yeah, Snyder's the dude. I got some. I think this is gonna work. Or yeah, Spencer's the dude. I put some highlight clips together of our boy, and yeah, we can just kind of roll this and just admire
Calls on.
his ability. Yeah, this was to make the
Calls on me.
Olympic qualify for the Olympics. Calzon's in the field. It's like, yeah, we know Spencer's X factor is obviously once he gets on top, he just turns everyone and makes it look so easy. Here's some of the clips against RBY. If you hadn't seen that one, it's a good one to go back and watch.
Power on top.
No, this is pre-training lab RBY. Have we taken the training lab?
Also-
Spencer's training lab.
Pre-training lab,
I know.
Spencer.
Couple lab boys. Couple lab rats.
They've been in the lab.
Yeah.
Still thinking about that last opponent and how hungry I am for a calzone right now.
Yeah.
To me, I don't know why. I feel like Roman might be like the biggest challenge Spencer faces
Yeah.
at Worlds.
He's probably one of the best athletes that's going to be in that field.
I just think he's elusive enough. He's felt him. I think that helps. He's gonna try to stay on the outside. He had a moment, right? I think he scored a takedown on Spencer. But Spencer's was not in his final form that match, and I think he's gonna be ready. And Spencer has adjustments to make out of that match too. But it's interesting that. I mean, I watch these guys. I watch Iman from India. You watch, he's already ragdolled Abdullayev before, who's in the mix. The Russian, who Luke just beat. I just don't think these guys are competitive with Spencer. I think it's got to be someone with a different level of speed or power and just like can't make mistakes. And even Roman against Mongolia, who that guy's really tough and I think could place. He's up 2-2 and Roman goes for a gut wrench. He's up 2-2 with like 20 seconds left. He's about to win. And he gets stepped over on a gut and loses. So it's just like, do you have the level of savvy needed to beat Spencer too? It's a question that we don't know the answer to right now.
I just think about how mad Spencer was at Final X that he didn't score more points. Mm-hmm. And how like singularly focused he was on he has to get better at that. He is not done. It's a guy that's hungry that has not reached the level that he expects of himself, that he knows he can get to. And the fact that he is that driven for, have that goal right outside of his grasp so far makes me feel pretty confident that he's going to be so dialed in for Worlds that this is going to be his time.
Yeah. You mentioned Roman, and I think what we've seen from him over the last year is just like the progression of just getting better and better at freestyle. And I think the match with Aman really kind of shows that, where he was down, and Aman's Olympic bronze medalist last year, beating a bunch of really good guys. And Roman was down, came back, was down again, and then just finds a way to win there. That one.
That's Jonesy.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Back.
4-pointer.
Sweet.
And then he ends up pinning him at the end, which he needed a takedown with 30 seconds left. Got the takedown and transitioned, able to get the pin. Kind of Aman just kind of gave up.
Aman's a little reckless. Like he, I mean, he is when he's rolling. Like he massacred Zane Richards a couple of years ago. He's really physical. He's long, a lot of attacks, but really can airmail some shots out of position, and just the kind of mistakes we've seen Spencer just hammer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll pull up Aman here in a second.
I think the Mongolian is the guy that's most likely to implement a Zhao kind of game plan, the Chinese guy that inexplicably gives Spencer really hard matches, obnoxiously so. So I think this guy could do it. He's like a box, strong, does not a ton of motion, not a ton of attacks, but just he could hold. If you're looking for someone like that. And Zhao's been wrestling up at 61, so we don't know if he's coming down.
Yeah.
Or not.
Here's our boy Aman. You can pull this in. And, Aman, what makes him, you kind of already said a little bit, what makes him a special at 57 is his length, his pressure. He gives a lot of people trouble with how long he is and how he uses his range. And he still has some power in there as well. So here is him against Zhao, and Zhao just kind of gives up at the end. But he ends up teching him.
Big time quit.
I like how they didn't give that whip over at any point.
Yeah, I was just like, that was obviously too.
And so here's Aman against Zane Richards, and Zane didn't have any answer for him the whole time. So he can score a lot of different ways, but he doesn't have the defense, in my opinion, to stop someone like Spencer. And I think Spencer's going to be able to control the ties with his power and his positioning. So Aman's he could make some noise.
He's scary because he'll dominate people. He's only a little bit better than kind of like Wyatt Hendrickson at heavyweight a couple years ago, where he would like massacre everyone below him, but then couldn't beat the top tier guys.
Yes, that's decent comp between Aman and Wyatt Hendrickson. That's just the kind of analysis you only get here on FRL, folks. Who are some dark horses, some guy maybe we haven't talked about that could potentially make noise in your opinion, John?
Yeah, so we don't talk about North Korea a lot on the show, but
that's changing now.
Yeah, enough.
They did open up a water park.
I wish we could talk about him more. I mean, it is an interesting wrinkle to have.
Yeah,
North Korea.
It is. Yeah, if maybe we could send Tyler over there and he could do a vlog on how
he might not come back.
I was gonna say, what are you trying to do to our man Tyler?
But no. Every once in a while, they'll just have a guy usually it's at 57 or 65, who will just come out of nowhere and he'll be really, really good. Mm-hmm. And that's a little bit what we have here with Chong Song Han. I'll pull up some of his highlights here.
You found highlights of North Korea.
I had to hack into
you got careful you didn't leave any trails or breadcrumbs.
Oh, I never do. I never do.
Maybe disappear.
So he's a shorter, powerful wrestler. This is him against the Mongolian who beat RBY, and one of the main things I notice about him is his gut wrench. Once he gets on top, he's got a really, really powerful gut wrench. He's able to go elbow to elbow there, and he turned the Mongolian a couple times after being down 6-2, ends up winning 9-6, and here's him against Sakamoto.
Oklahoma State's Ren Sakamoto.
Mm-hmm. And Sakamoto, he's another guy who very good neutral. This match kind of got out of hand a little bit, but he was in the match. But again, you'll end up seeing Han gets on top and is able to turn with the gut wrench, which, that's scary, right? Because we did see, was it against Zhao that Spencer got gutted or turned? Mm-hmm. Where he was down, right? He was down a decent amount. So anybody with good parterre offense, you get on top, you catch an arm, it can be scary. Yeah. And so the North Korean scares me a little bit.
They've got, North Korea's just scary just sometimes.
Yeah.
I would say this is a very, if it goes how we think it's going to go, it's a pretty even field. There's a lot of guys that I would say are on a similar wavelength, and then there's Spencer, who's separated. But Han, the Mongolian, Roman, Abdullayev, Aman, like you could put them all in a bucket, and it'll shake out differently every time.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple other guys to like kind of keep an eye on that makes 57 like a deeper weight. Christian, we were talking beforehand, like there's not much separation. So a guy like Tuskayev, who is wrestling for Serbia now, but is from Russia, he's been around a really long time. He could medal, right? He was one of Russia's best. There's another guy from Belarus, Aryan Tayutrin. He's a world medalist in the past. Yeah, so you kind of go up and down. It's like, okay, there's 10, 12 guys that could medal in this.
We're going to talk about the Russian Mengtikhanov. Is that right?
Mengtikhanov, yeah. I'll pull him up here in a second.
He's the one that beat Luke in a really fun match. He's good, no doubt. If you beat Luke, you're obviously elite. But I do not think he matches up well with Spencer at all. A lot of long shots he doesn't have elite speed. I think Spencer will be able to counter him. I don't think he's elite physically, strength-wise. So I like the matchup for.
Yeah, he does this a lot. I don't know what you'd call it, but you see him do that there against
hop over.
Yeah, hop over. But the way he gets to it, he kind of, I don't know. It's unique.
You start rolling across your back against Spencer, you can get held there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, he did it against Luke, and then he also did it in the finals of Russian Nationals.
This is his number one takedown. He runs to the left there, and then his single leg right side.
Watch, whoop,
Yeah,
and then whoop.
And then jump over.
man.
I just don't see he doesn't have the power for a guy like Spencer.
No.
There he catches.
Yeah, gonna be a fun weight.
Yeah, it's a really fun weight.
Any other thoughts on 57?
I mean, I'm excited to see Spencer finally at Worlds. Like he was at the Olympics, but it's funny because we've been waiting for him so long to come to Worlds or to make his name known on an international level. And I feel like this could really be his coming out party where he just dominates.
Yeah.
I feel like there's gonna be one match though where it's like the Zhao match where it's like, oh, I'm a little scary here, but overall, yeah, it's just a really fun way. We could see the podium play out a bunch of different ways.
And give us the rundown seating wise. Who's where? That matters.
Yeah. So Spencer's going to be the 1 seed, and I'll see if I can pull this in for you guys to look at. Spencer the 1, and then Abdullayev, who Spencer beat at the Olympics, is the 2. Aman's the 3. And then RBY the 4. So
it's a semi.
Semi's going to feed families, right? RBY Spencer.
Yeah.
That could be. I mean, that could be from the American standpoint like the most watched match of Worlds, right?
Oh,
if those two meet in the semis,
And that'll be timing wise. It won't be on in the middle of the night. Semis will be.
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the luster's worn off a little bit. Like they've wrestled before.
No, it'll be huge.
Freestyle.
It'll be huge.
Yeah, at Worlds for a spot in the World Finals.
World Finals.
Yeah.
It'll pop off.
It's crazy. Any weight where Iran and Russia are not a huge threat, and not that they're not going to be good, and not that they can't medal and pose problems for Spencer, but without getting too far ahead of things, it's like, man, if you're not worried about Russia or Iran that much, you got to feel good.
Yeah, no, they loom, and Japan.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
Where
are they?
Where are our friends from?
This must be biased rankings.
Rising Sun, or the Kingdom.
Cool.
Whatever.
Good 57, Cowboy. Thank you, John.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, should we talk about this heart condition from Yianni, apparently?
Yeah, absolutely. Kozak, if you can pull that post in that Yianni made, and I will read it. Hold on one second.
I learned a new word from that post.
Oh, yeah, what was that?
Ablation.
Ablation.
That's serious stuff.
All right, so he said, Yianni posted this yesterday. For the last 6 years, I've had a form of arrhythmia called SVT. It eventually progressed to a point where I was having weekly episodes and decided after Final X an ablation was needed. When I woke up from the procedure, I had a complication that caused my heart to stop for about 20 seconds. Life's a very short, wild ride. I feel fortunate and thankful to come out on the other side healthy, and now I'm able to train harder than ever before. I feel like a brand new man. I'm excited to keep moving towards my goal of gold in 2028. Next up, Raf Card, August 30th. See you in Cleveland. I'll be ready. So, scary. Obviously, I don't know what most of that means, but I do know what it means when your heart stops for 20 seconds. So that's not good.
Right.
But I'm glad he's feeling better.
Reese's comment right after that. Reese Humphrey casually dies, comes back to life, and signs up for the next Dual Beast. That's a great comment.
Yeah, very good comment. Glad that they figured something out. I guess he's known for a while about this, but yeah, I don't know if Kozak's got any research on SVT, but I've never even heard of that.
I can Google it.
But you have to assume it's something that, in some way impacted his performance at Final X. I don't really understand it. Okay. Oh, I've heard of this. Yeah, when you're... Katie actually had this for a little bit. Like, just her heart would just randomly just take off.
Whenever she saw you.
It was the early days, so, I was going to make that joke, but I thank you for making it for me. But yeah, she didn't have to have surgery.
No ablations.
No ablations.
Gable have something like this?
Gable?
Yeah.
Gable.
Stevenson. I'm almost positive.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll look it up.
So yeah, not usually life-threatening. It can be alarming. Yeah, it is alarming when when you're sitting there and your heart starts going like 200.
Your heart skips.
He had an extra electrical pathway which caused a rapid heartbeat, an ablation.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I guess the long and short of it is it's good that he had the procedure and that his heart started after stopping. And hopefully it means a very, very healthy and full-on Yianni Diakomalis moving forward, who he has not been full-on the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Injuries and, apparently this heart issue.
Peak Yianni is really fun to watch.
Yes.
One of the most fun wrestlers, so very happy also that he's getting back to form.
All right, before we get into questions, I want to shout out our friends at Nike Wrestling.
Yes.
Athlete
Oh, yeah.
PS. Getting to the top of the podium is tough, and staying on top is even tougher. The Nike Inflict 3 has been the most popular shoe in college wrestling, but after years in the lab, the all-new Nike Inflict 4 is available now, lightweight, durable, and with a match-ready feel. The first time you laced them up, the best shoe in the game is now even better. Out now in 8 colors. Get the all-new Nike Inflict 4 at athleteps.com.
Yeah, they look comfy. Like I said, I'm gonna get a pair for the beach.
You're going to make him beach wear.
Yeah.
Because we got to get you on the mats.
No.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Come on.
We need
He only does
Spay.
beach wrestling now.
Yeah, that's right. Take it to the sand.
Can you wear shoes in beach wrestling?
No, but they'll make an exception, just like when you see guys with headgear wrestling freestyle, like Rin Sakamoto.
Rin Sakamoto
Yeah,
goes to Stillwater for a year, and then he's like, nope.
and he's hooked on the gear,
We wear this now.
the headgear.
Yes. Wow. Good catch there.
We need a Spay Miocic collab for beachwear.
Oh,
wrestling.
yeah.
Two guys.
Dude, we should. We got to. Tyler Meisinger.
Yeah, look at
This is an idea. You have got to have Stefan Miocic trick out Spay
it.
and
Drip me up.
drip him up.
Streetwear.
That would be the best video.
From one aspiring hype beast to another.
Yes. Tyler, make this happen. Stefan.
There's no way it wouldn't work of getting wrestling shoes to become real street.
There you go. Look.
Yeah,
Stefan has like a lot of hair now, so I feel like you would rival his hair.
we should both get blowouts, old school Jersey Shore style.
Yeah, we need this. So Spay, Stefan, collab.
Sales going through the roof.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, look at this. Okay, so we're gonna do this.
We have to.
Yeah,
There we
we're gonna bring him here. We're gonna make this happen.
And
Okay, good
Austin
one.
will be buzzing.
Cool. All right, Kozak's got the questions. He's gonna bring them in.
Gosh, so many questions.
We're gonna try to answer them.
There's too many questions.
Too many questions.
No,
Sorry.
thank you guys. Christian sent out a tweet of a picture of him.
Yeah.
Barely any questions.
X didn't like that.
X didn't like that.
X gave it.
But now just this simple ask.
Look at that. I didn't even like tag. Sometimes I'll tag. I'll put in something like I don't know.
Yeah.
A little personality. No, less is more.
There you go.
So there you go. 41.
All right. First question from little Spidey boy. Do you guys think that Kennedy's just better than Gabe Arnold, or is your sense that Gabe taking, well, I don't know what this is, 174 is made more difficult by his recent conduct? Pat being top 4 last year versus Gabe's DMP. All right, so what?
Yeah, just ask the first question.
First question, sorry.
So, I think, is he a lot better than him? No. Do I know who would win that match necessarily? No. I just think it is really tough when you've seen a guy go to the tournament and get 4th place, and just what Kennedy's proven, and just he's such a consistent performer. Even the years he didn't place, you just always can count on a good match from Kennedy. I just don't see them trusting Gabe more than Patrick going into Big Tens. And so I think he's really tough to circumvent. Now, if you're choosing a path between 74 and 84, I think he should be at 74. I think that is Gabe's best weight, but it's a long road, and maybe he's going to need an injury to get in the lineup. But it's not, there's not insane separation there. I'm not going to lie to you. I think it's a close match. And like, how does Kennedy score? I mean, Gabe will present some defensive challenges. So it's possible. I think this is one. If Gabe's really trying to win a national title this year, he needs to go 74. He needs to win the Soldier Salute, and that's his path to starting.
Yeah, it'd be fun to watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I heard something, I don't know if it was about Iowa or another program, where it's like they don't really even talk about the weights. It's just kind of like let the guys figure it out themselves. And so I think it really depends on what Gabe wants to do. Like, does he want to try to make the lineup at 74, or does he want to cut weight, or does he just want to train hard, be comfortable, and go 84, or try to go 97? You know, I feel like
I think he should go 74.
I think so too. Okay, next question from Taylor Skeens. Can Doucette at heavyweight for Oklahoma State All-American, or potentially podium, which I think is the same thing.
It is. He can do both. And yeah, this weight cleared out a lot. I think there's a lot of guys of Doucette's caliber at this weight class, and yeah, he can absolutely place.
Heavyweight's a weight where you kind of see the stratification by the end of the tournament, or by the end of the season, where, you know, the order is a little bit more predictive than at the lighter weights, where you feel like anything could happen. But still the NCAAs.
Yeah, how was that stratification for Wyatt Gable?
Well, yeah. There are plenty of exceptions, but
yeah, no, I think he's good enough to place. He was like a top 10-ish guy at points 2 years ago, at a much tougher heavyweight field than this, which lost 6 of the 8 placers. So, yeah, he can do it.
More Cowbell asks, if trades were legal, what 1-for-1 trade would help both teams involved?
Who's got a? I'm thinking of. We're trading Gabe Arnold because I think he's gonna be the best.
Right, you need somebody that's
or Connor Mirasola
Ooh.
Well, okay, Iowa should trade for Connor Mirasola, but I don't know who they give up Gabe, and you might need a 2-for-1 for Connor. You throw in Joey Cruz and Gabe Arnold for Connor Mirasola. I'm sorry, I didn't do a 1-for-1. But that's not really helping Penn State all that much.
you get 33. They're fine. I was gonna say you do Drake, but
Who does
Penn State's just got too many
got too
no
many
needs.
guys.
Yeah,
they're only
excess.
their biggest question mark weight is 41, and that could Ono could wrestle that weight.
Let's see, can Pinheiro go?
Oh yeah, Pinheiro.
Who needs a
57 or 49.
Oh wait, Iowa.
49?
Yeah.
Iowa trades. This
Gabe
is
goes
Gabe
74
for Pinheiro.
Gaetan.
Gabe for Pinheiro.
Okay.
I'm sure Tom and Kevin, or they probably talk all.
This was the player to be named later when Iowa State got Riggins.
That's right.
Oh, finally.
So yeah,
All right, now give it
Close
a
that loop.
Pinheiro for Gabe. It works for both.
And no flight needed. Just
Just
road.
drive. Couple hours, no problem.
Okay. Wonderful wrestling question from Curbside Prophet. What's the signature food from your hometown? What has been the best food while you are on the road?
Oh,
I mean, the best food was Oslo.
oh my gosh, the magical dinner, the magical Italian dinner.
That guy explained to us very in no uncertain terms that other people just don't care as much as he does,
And I
about
believe
making good food.
And he goes into the restaurants and he tells them that they don't care as much as he
is
does.
very blunt. He's a straight shooter. That guy,
Yeah.
our chef.
But signature, my hometown. I mean, we don't even have restaurants in my hometown, so I don't even know.
You have any restaurants in your
Well,
hometown?
well, like there's there's a fast food place.
Which one?
Well, it's formerly known as, I think it's still called Tasty Freeze.
Okay.
Do you suck on chili dogs outside of it?
No, I never did. As much as so it's like, I mean, whatever the country women are cooking is the signature food.
So your mom's.
I will
food.
say this. I will say this on the side of the road, the big fundraiser. I don't know if this is. I think it's probably a common thing, but like the quarter chickens that are like barbecue chicken things that they make in the big pits as the fundraiser. That's maybe the signature thing.
I'm seeing, let's see, Luigi's Italian Pizza. Is that
may be new.
is that in? No. Village Pizza 2?
Oh yeah, that
What happened to Village Pizza?
that used
No, it's not like, here, I'll pull it in.
it used to be MJ's Cafe. That was a good place.
It's with TOO.
Oh,
And with an exclamation point after.
Village Pizza 2.
Yeah.
so there you go.
What about Mountain Mystic?
Nice sized portion. That's what. That's what
Yeah,
it's nice
that's what you
portions.
get. I mean, this is our signature cuisine is definitely pizza. I'm jealous because Andrew's got probably the best answers.
Yeah, the Milburn Deli is the easiest one. I mean, growing up, you had good pizza for breakfast. You had little bagels. You could get a bacon, egg, and cheese on your bagel, and then lunch you had deli, and then for dinner you had pizza. So you got it all. La Strada was the best pizza, and then the Milburn Deli.
I actually had the best pizza in my hometown.
Casey's Pizza.
That's correct.
Get out of here. Shouts to Casey, wonderful place to pick up food if you need it in the Midwest or whatever. But and the Sloppy Joe from the Milburn Deli, they would, if you got a pin or if the football team won, they would give you free Sloppy Joes.
Dang, really?
Yeah. Oh. And the best was
We get his donuts.
there was a guy on
Shipley's.
the guy on my team would just take the box score out of the newspaper and just like claim like, oh, that was me. I'm Spay. I got that pin, and then like get like you just scam them out of
Man.
those.
We gotta go. We should.
They started franchising.
I don't
too.
like how it's called the Sloppy Joe, though, because Sloppy Joe growing up for me was something much different.
weird loose lunch meat or whatever.
No, not lunch meat. Like basically like beef, ground beef.
Yeah, it's ground beef in a sauce.
Yeah.
That comes from like.
That's always what it was.
Yeah, which is fine. Sloppy Joe, like from the
Madison.
Lunch Lady song.
Creeping us out.
Yeah, but this is in North Jersey. I don't think it actually originated in the Milburn Deli, so I don't know if I can claim it as my town's whatever. But they made it theirs.
Kozak, you're from Detroit.
I don't know.
Right
Don't
style
say your pizza. You make me angry.
Yeah, no, like a Coney dog is probably
Oh yeah.
probably a signature for Metro Detroit. There's also a lot of like Middle Eastern food, which is good.
Yeah, I bet that's good. That'd be a good
A lot
one.
of hummus.
Yeah. Not a lot of Middle Eastern food in Churchville. Yet. Okay, good question.
Yeah, great question.
I like the curveball ones.
Not a lot Rocket and Jewel.
No.
Maybe have you all ever heard of Kringla?
Who?
It's
Kringla?
Yeah, it's a Scandinavian pastry
How do you spell
Okay.
that?
dessert.
Kringla.
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 Chris Kringla.
Kringla.
Mm-hmm.
Kringlo.
He said it looks good.
The
but we
shape
don't
of
get
like an S or like a pretzel.
Yeah. there
Oh,
it
it's
is.
like the cool ass that you would draw on your
to-
notebook.
What's the is it topped with anything or is that just like
Some people put butter on it.
I'll put
Some
butter
people
on
tell
it.
sugar, but mostly
I
you
love
should
butter.
plain.
You Iowans are famous
You
for
get that at the Jewel Market.
You get a Danish and chili is your thing,
Cinnamon roll.
right?
That's odd to me, but I love both of those things.
Yeah, I would definitely try it. I would not shy away from.
Bring it to us, JD.
And then Cincinnati, they just combine the two in the Skyline chili.
Dude, that stuff is terrible.
You didn't like
don't
it?
don't tell SEO Joe. It's like
Oh, poor SEO Joe.
It was horrible.
I love
And
it.
he
I love chili too. I'm a chili.
He made a
man.
whole thing of like, I'm gonna show you guys how good it can be, and then he literally brought it to the office, and we all tried it. And it's like, it's exactly what we thought.
No, I like Skyline chili.
Yeah.
You and it are good.
Like I'm not gonna act like it's fine dining, but it's good.
It's not as good as my mom's chili or Katie Pyle's chili.
Yeah.
Well, have you ever had Skyline chili in Cincinnati?
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not bad, right?
Yeah. It's not something you want to eat and then go like run. you know,
Well, what they
if you're
don't, what they
carb
I
don't
don't
tell
eat
you,
any food and then
what they don't tell you is there is like a pound of shredded cheese on top.
Yeah.
That's
great.
I was told.
Like no offense.
I was
to
told
Joe,
that.
but you had homemade in Austin, Texas.
I was ready for
so you
this.
got to go to Ohio, and get some.
I would do it. I wouldn't.
I'm not going to not eat it.
I'm not putting it in. I'll say this: it's not Emo's tier. Because that
Peter
is.
was just bringing up emos. How we got to go back to St.
Oh,
Louis
that
for the
cheese, baby.
NCAA.
Look at that! What a disaster!
I told you it's insane how much.
I'm
cheese
getting.
is on it.
I'm
I
saying
was
bring me
prepared
an empty bowl. I can put some of his cheese in
No.
and the
I
spaghetti.
had a roommate.
It was.
in
You know
college
my
that
issue? It was way too
spaghetti.
sweet. I don't want a sweet chili. No, thank you.
As a man who used to live near a 7-Eleven and sustained himself on taquitos for many a meals,
Get out of here.
I would. All these things are fine to eat. I'm not knocking it, just like Casey's Pizza, whatever. But when you have options, I'm not picking that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is a man that ran out of options. That goes in.
That's exactly this. Yeah, this is like, what do I got to make here? I got chili. Okay, blop, and then it's in a bowl, and now you're just eating it, and you're like,
$12.50 for 1,400 calories sold.
yeah.
All right.
Okie dokie.
Good cuisine talk. Cowboy.
Next question. Virginia's for FRL asks, who are the Impact NCAA wrestlers that will be on a pitch count this year?
I would definitely say Rocky Elam. That was discussed by Coach Dresser. He said a lot of his 6-year guys you got to be careful with. So he was the one that came to mind for me. Who else?
It's probably a good rule of thumb that anybody that's back, maybe after a medical red shirt, like just assume like we're not going to see him at a lot, maybe the tournaments or maybe just dual meet, something like that.
No one else comes to mind.
Yeah.
Next.
I'm trying to look through the rankings real quick,
Oh.
but I can't really think of anybody. I mean, maybe
Younger?
Maybe,
Younger Bastida.
yeah, he might.
I was thinking Dolly
Crookham,
too.
or is he going to
Crookham.
be full go?
Oh, Crookham should be.
He's coming back.
Wouldn't surprise me if he's
Mhm.
picking spots.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me find another question. Here we go.
Anyone who casually died and then came back.
All right. Jolly asks, have you noticed a change in how coaches teach young kids / new wrestlers to defend shots? It's evolved over the last 10-ish years. Sprawl, front head versus running corner, counter offense.
Yeah, I mean, one thing, and this could be just more like elite coaching versus like just normal high school coaching, but like the thing that I learned in high school is like, if someone shoots on you, you cross face, right, and you sprawl cross face, and like that's not really a thing that I see any of the elite guys really coach much anymore. So I would say I don't know if that's a change or just like a coaching difference, but for me, it's like a timing.
I mean, I was always taught, like down block, like reshot, go behind, but I think there's just a higher emphasis on it now, probably across the board.
I feel like everyone like near ankle is like the new thing, like where it's like maybe 8 years ago it was more far ankle, 8 to 10, and now like near ankle is like the new whatever. So that's just more observations from like what I see in wrestling more than what I see in the room.
Yeah, it's definitely not like a new thing, but along the lines of, hey, this is what you do at the earlier stages versus what people are coaching later. But it always goes back to chain wrestling and like putting moves together versus like, okay, here's what I'm doing here.
Now the pendulum might swing the other way with Seth Gross coaching. Just no sprawl, no taking your feet back.
Yeah.
Just have him. Go ahead.
Let's
get this going.
Seth doesn't like draping your laces or sliding on your laces.
Correct. He goes
thinks-
toe in,
Yeah.
toe in the mat. But he was being a little facetious and like kind of instigating and knew what he was doing. But he said something, I can't remember exactly what it is, but along the lines of like sprawling is overrated or like don't sprawl or something. Or
Yeah.
I don't sprawl. I forget exactly what he said, but
Yeah. I do think it's interesting. Like, so my 8-year-old wrestled for the first time last year, and like you teach, oh, somebody shoots, you sprawl. Like, and you teach sprawl, and like kind of to JD's point, you don't necessarily always, like they don't think about, oh, like good position, down block. Like that's the first line of defense. And so just seeing like some of like the things that Anna would pick up where Like she's like, oh, like I'm gonna let him into my legs first, and then I'm gonna sprawl, like almost just like.
Also, like, yeah, at a young level, you just have to go take your feet away.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to grab them. You can't, like,
Right.
well, don't take them so far back because then you have to get in position to score. It's just like, they're trying to get your legs, don't let them.
Yeah.
Take them back.
Yeah. It's interesting, like, just like knowing you come into the sport, like all of us, we come into it with so much experience and like, oh, you should learn how to do this. And just some of like the tendencies that kids who have never wrestled before will naturally just have, and you have to think about like really teaching basics in a different way.
And Anna didn't watch nearly as much wrestling as you have. So
Not yet.
Yeah.
No. She's more on a zip liner right now. But yeah,
she's just there at your house for the.
I can't believe you come into the office now.
Yeah.
Not just at home.
It's a
constantly
struggle.
zipping.
It is a struggle, but it's the cross I bear.
Is that why you scarfed down lunch the other day? Got out of here?
Yeah, I wasn't there yesterday or Tuesday.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Kozak got a zip line at his house.
It's big,
and it's really impacted his productivity.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's actually made me more motivated to
really.
Get home. Yeah,
so you work more efficiently here.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's good.
All right, next question from Zach. What's your Carr versus Sidakov score prediction if it happens at Worlds? And do you think Taz beats Sedulayev again?
I say like 5-2 for the.
You think Carr gets a takedown or like?
Yeah.
Maybe, or like 2 step outs, like gets to a leg and gets Sidakov out.
He's a really good finisher, Carr. So I think if he gets in, and I think Sedulayev will get him this time.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going.
I feel like this is a change from.
Yeah, I know.
You've been.
I know. I just saw him I just think Sedulayev just won't be denied. Now he's got to get into the country, which is not the easiest thing for him. But I would pick him. Yes.
Do you really think he wasn't 100 the last time?
No. Well, no. Maybe he wasn't. I don't think he was 100, but I also think Tazudinov has been better. It was better than him, but I think he's just got a renewed whatever. I think maybe there was a little. Did you really think Tazudinov was going to beat him? Probably not. He probably thought he was just going to roll through. So now, I think for like legacy and everything, potentially being a GOAT, I think he needs to get this one back. I think it's like maybe the most important match of his career if he gets to it.
I don't know.
I think so.
If he doesn't win, you can kind of write it off as like, well, he's past his peak.
Exactly.
Yeah, their trajectories.
He extends his peak
right to, and
if you beat the pound for pound number one, like that's. I
don't think Taz loses unless he basically gives it to Sedulayev.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what we'll see.
Yeah,
It may be a silly pick.
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think for the sport and for Sedulayev, who's been a class act his entire career, I would not hate it either. I think it would be cool to see like a win of that level for a legacy for a guy like Sedulayev that we've all got to watch like from the start. I don't. Taz has just proven that he's a step above.
He's the number one for a reason.
Yeah. For me, it's really hard to project this match because Sedulayev and Taz, they don't have anybody like on their level, like a comparable opponent, right? And so like we watched Taz wrestle wherever he just wrestled, and it's like, man, it doesn't even look like he's trying. Nobody's testing him. And the same thing with Sedulayev, even at like Russian Nationals, like like there's no one really like that is testing him. So it's hard for me to like, how is this match going to go? I feel like it's going to be a lot closer than it was a couple years ago when they wrestled at Worlds, because I really don't think that was peak Sedulayev.
Certainly not. I mean, he almost lost the match before.
Yeah.
Iran.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say the long shots from Tazudinov, like he is uncanny at finishing, but Sadulayev's a 101 defender, able to circle spin, and it's I think if he's right, I think he can stop those shots and counter score them. And he wouldn't need but 1 or 2 and be able to probably lock it in. So it's the match in international wrestling. Like for American fans, maybe not as much, but it is.
Yeah.
It's one that in 25 years, if it happens, we'll say this was
2 Titans.
2 Titans.
Okay. Michael C. asks, is there any update on Aaron Brooks or Carter Starachi's situations?
Brooks, no. And it seemed like they thought something was imminent by the fact that they put the statement out before USADA did. So no, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing for Aaron's case. What the latest is, I'll try to get an update before the next show on what his status is. Certainly, they're braced for a suspension of some length. How long, we don't know. And Carter is, training. He's still with the Nittany Lion Wrestling Club. Last I heard, and yeah, that's all I know there. I think they're fighting through the safe sport stuff.
Okay. Sorry, I was trying to pull up a picture of Strachey at the training lab.
Yes.
I know he was with
Everyone's at the lab. Hamzat.
RBY.
Yeah.
Carter, our intern.
Aaron Pico.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Intern Eli.
our intern.
Intern Eli.
Yeah.
Yeah, lab is popping.
Okay. All right. We'll do this one by Avery Lynch. Let's see here. He asks. Well, he doesn't ask. He says, speaking of matches, JD and Tyler need to make is a Peberg versus Easton. We both hate each other. Great environment for a duel.
Oh, I didn't know Avery Lynch was from.
And we'll get dinner afterwards?
And we'll get dinner afterwards.
Probably Skyline Chili.
Maybe. I do think. Is that Easton, PA?
Yes.
And
Phillipsburg.
They're on.
Phillipsburg. I think we were looking into going to that one this year, but it schedule wise just couldn't work out.
So I have a little family history with Peberg and Easton. They're on either sides of the Delaware River, so Eastern PA and northwestern Jersey. And my dad's roommate grew up in Phillipsburg and has season tickets to their wrestling matches. It's a high school that sells season tickets, and if you're on the front row of their gym, that means you have held those season tickets for decades. And like a ticket will come on the market like one a year or whatever. So you have to join a waiting list to get the best seats for Phillipsburg high school wrestling. It's a pretty big deal there. So I think you should go.
Is that the one, or was it Nazareth versus Easton? That something crazy happened this year where there was like an unsportsmanlike conduct or something that like decided
I can't recall. I remember that vividly, but I just can't remember the two schools. Someone in the comments will help us out.
Yeah, let us know.
Hit us with that next question.
Yeah. It was the uncharacteristic ref inserting himself into a match,
Yeah, you don't see that
You don't ever
much.
see that. Okay. Jolly asks, how's Sebastian Rivera? He wrestled a heavy schedule, 23, 24, but nothing since the Olympics. Do we expect him at Worlds, or has he been injured or more focused on coaching at Columbia?
I don't believe he's planning to compete this year. And I know when I talked to him interviewed him at the Olympics, he basically alluded to like taking some time and maybe I will, maybe I won't, maybe I'm done, maybe I'll take a year. And just seeing him around, he just looks like a guy who's just focused on coaching right now. But maybe this year off will give him the itch to return to competition. I hope so. I just posted his comeback win over Tivanian in 23.
That was amazing.
Insane match. Definitely the best match of Worlds that year. So yeah, I hope he's not done. We'll try to find out.
You're on the mat, Seabass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Legend.
The YouTube chat did help us out. It was Nazareth. I think it was Nazareth Easton, and it was a headgear toss.
That's right.
Headgear toss.
Grr.
After he won it for his team and then tossed headgear and took a team point, they lost.
Yeah, they couldn't wait to take that team point.
Couldn't wait. All right. Next question. Oops. All quarter century Russian freestyle team or last 10 years. So all decade.
Well, their best.
So
Kudakov's.
do you put him at 55 or 61? Or 57 or 61? Because he was 55-60. But same with.
Share a document with you real quick.
But same with Batirov. He was 55 and 60, so we can probably split those two whichever way.
Yeah, so no Ugoyev there. I don't think Ugoyev's as good as those guys.
Probably not. 65.
Who's their best 65?
Soslan had that crazy run. It's
his
like
run.
Romanov is
Figure power is best, but
he did it.
Rashidov has like more medals.
But Romanov clears leaps and bounds better than Rashidov, in my opinion.
70.
Bayev, I guess.
Gadzhi, Magomed Rasul, Gadzhi Magomed.
Magomedov.
Probably. He had a two-time champ.
He's the one that beat Yazdani.
Yeah, baby Yaz. Little Yaz.
Or
Could be there.
you get Kirby on there just for vibes.
Yeah, you need a glue guy.
Yeah.
You need a glue guy.
And
Man of
literally
the
a world champion. Literally a world champion, too.
Yep.
Man of the mountain.
74, obviously.
Sabalov at 70, though, too. He was super good.
Yeah.
He murdered everyone in 2014.
74 is obviously Satiev.
Yeah.
He's kind of before the.
Bro, he won 2004 and 2008. What do you mean?
Okay, he's still good.
The only
Also,
Olympics.
If all, like we were saying earlier, Jordan Burroughs wouldn't be on a quarter-century world team
Yeah.
because Satiev would have to take 74.
Yeah.
79,
No
Just Usmanov.
no Burroughs
Usmanov.
players.
86.
86.
Now, where do you put Sajjalai? Price?
Cakes.
Probably 97.
Probably 97.
So there are other
Zidov.
I put him at 92.
I don't know much about their 86, like pre-20.
Adam Saitiev. He was 2000 though.
Oh,
Oh no, he was there in 2002.
2002.
I mean, he beats all those.
Oh,
guys.
Sajidov.
Mm-hmm.
He's a total dude.
He's a dude.
Katoyev. I think he had a sweater. He had like crazy,
Yeah.
Crazy back hair.
Yeah, his hair.
Yeah. So that's negative vibes, honestly. No one wants to drill with a guy with the sweater.
Yeah, take that sweater off.
92.
So 92.
Sajjalev's the only gold medalist
That's
there.
why I'm saying. We'll put Sajjaliev at 92, and that opens up the rest of the weight classes.
97 is gonna be good D-soft because we put Sajjaliev at the weight he wrestled at one time.
He's off.
Get Getsolov on there.
Oh, Getsolov.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Sajjaliev 84.6, and then give me the goat Getsolov at 97.
And I don't know, heavyweight.
Markov,
Yeah.
the cheater. They're
We're
not that
not
good.
dinging anybody for testing positive for steroids in 2 non-consecutive years and just assuming that he was clean for the others.
Yeah. But yeah,
Getsolov also won heavyweight.
Getsolov, yeah, when he bumped up in what was that, 13, and beat.
I forgot he
ZF.
won that year.
Mm-hmm.
It was on it was when Tech Falls were like 7 points, and he hit like a takedown that was like real iffy on the edge, and then he hit like an arm spin or an arm throw that barely exposed Zaziev, who was a giant Ukrainian heavyweight, and then they challenged and lost, and it was like, all right, match over, you win gold. It was the dumbest match ever.
That is dumb.
But Getsolov, still one of the goats.
Cool. Good question, Bracky.
Okay. All right, next question. With the U20 world medal, would Anthony Knox put himself in the same conversation as Jax, Blaze, Duke, and Lockett?
Man, as a folk style prospect, I mean, not that a U20 really. I mean, I think if he won, potentially. I don't think a U20 world performance is what's going to get him in their conversation.
I don't know if he like runs the table at Worlds, looks really impressive. I mean, to me, he's in that conversation. He's in the conversation.
I think
I'm not saying he's as good as like Jax Forrest or PJ Duke, but he is in that conversation 100%.
I think Jax, Blaze, Duke right now are a little separated from D. Like, I think there's.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Those three are legit world team contenders. So I think he's in. If D's in there, then maybe Anthony is. But I mean, Jax beat him pretty bad when they wrestled in freestyle.
But you also think about maybe not even what level are they at, but like relative to competition, meaning how many points are they going to score at NCAAs?
Yes.
Anthony Knox is right there with them.
I don't disagree. I think
Because he'll be at 25.
I think he'll be a title contender right away.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, U20s can be weird sometimes in that some weights aren't what other weights are. I guess, like, in some weights you have Ono, right? And then who has won U20s for U.S. in the past? Jory Volk.
Yeah.
So, like, Jory Volk, obviously great, All-American, but not Jax Forrest.
That's kind of why I
don't
think a U20 Worlds will change the conversation for Knox.
Yeah.
I guess that's what I mean.
Yeah. Okay.
Like Ben Keeter,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
20 world champ.
Yeah.
That was the same world,
Mhm.
Volk and Keeter.
Bulgaria, where it's back this year,
And you're going back.
next week.
Next week, you'll be a Bulgaria boy.
That's right.
All right. Another question from Virginia's for FRL. Any chance Iowa actually does the cut down?
I don't think so. Almost because of what you mentioned before, like the guys just kind of end up at the weights they end up at. It's very rarely there's a coordinated, all right, guys, here's the plan. Caliendo, you're going down to 57, and Kennedy, you're like, I don't think teams do that. I really don't think Iowa does that. And so I don't see that happening. I don't see Michael Caliendo saying, yes, I need to go down 8 pounds. And I think really that's where this conversation starts and stops. Like, why would Caliendo do that? He's been so good at 65. And there's no guarantees at 57. So I don't think so.
Okay. I think that's it
Cool.
as far as questions go.
Great show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you so much to Nike Wrestling, athleteps.com. Make sure you're heading there right now. You can head there. I said it at the beginning of the show, and I meant it then, but I mean it even more right now.
Hopefully they had a window where their browser was open the whole time.
Yeah.
And now they can just click over.
It all depends. You know, a lot of people drive while they listen to this show. You know, a lot of podcast downloads. So those people, I really don't want them going at that time.
Yeah, not you guys.
But if you're in traffic, you know, a stoplight, maybe you go to get a quick browse. Maybe you get honked at from behind. If that's the worst that happens,
Hey, maybe you're
We'll
in
take that.
Waymo, in which case, by all means,
That's
browse
true.
away.
that's true. If you're in one of the few cities that have Waymo, then there you go. Thank you to our producer, Greg, even though he's a diva. That's okay. We love Greg. He's a good guy. We'll be back. Oh, my gosh.
Who's responsible for this?
Sorry, bad Photoshop.
Wow.
Just hit my. Don't
Explain that.
Don't play.
Explain that, Christian.
You're trying to get out of
right
the
now.
show. And Kozak is
I see why you're trying to end the show now.
Oh my gosh, I hadn't seen that. I've seen this for the first time. Maybe we'll show that on Monday's FRL. I don't know. I'll consult with my personal PR team.
Yeah, your lawyer too, I hope.
All right.
We got to show it. We
Show
gotta
it. Show it. I don't care.
It's Christian
out
with
of
his
the
best
show
friends,
without
Donald
showing
Trump
Like, wow.
and Jeffrey Epstein.
Scroll up so you see the. Here to explain that.
The question, the casual, care to explain this?
So it's me with Donald Trump and Melania and Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah.
Honestly, I have no explanation. I think this is Photoshop. I think this is
You
from.
think it's Photoshop? I don't know. Could be.
Well, I'm not that much shorter than Donald Trump, but I will say, what is? I'm just trying to figure out what that's from. That may be from.
There's that party where you were hanging out with all those people.
It's either that.
That's the island. Dude.
It's either that party
I can
or
see in the background.
it was JMZ's wedding.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were all there. They were all
He
there.
had their,
Trump was at-
Don and Jeff, the financier, were at JMC.
the New York
Yeah.
financier.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a quick explanation offhand.
Wow. Who knew,
Other
knew that
than-
this was going to go this way? At the
I
end of the
know.
show? The music was playing.
All right, so yeah, we showed it to you.
Did you get your friend, Miss Maxwell, moved here to Texas?
She in Texas?
Yeah, she just got moved.
I know, like in a penal colony.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right. Well, you can visit your friend in Texas now.
I'm probably not gonna visit. But anyways, yeah. So that's one way to end the show. Great Photoshop.
Have we explained it?
Now that I've explained myself, we'll see you on Monday. Thanks so much, and yeah, have a great weekend. Goodbye.